Test, test, test. What's going on, people? It's Lorenzo back again with another video. I know it's been a long time coming. But yeah, your boy's back, and I've just been busy with life, kids, mortgage, just handling business, competing, trying to, win. So today's video, we're going to talk about the benefits of fighting. Okay, when you learn the art of combat. And I'm not talking about any specific style. It could be boxing, it could be wrestling, jiu-jitsu, mixed martial arts. But just learning how to fight, becoming a badass, there's massive benefits. Okay, one, massive confidence booster. Okay, there are a lot of fake people in the world, a lot of posers. Okay, a lot of people that puff their chests out. But in reality, their bark is worse than their bite. Okay, they pose, they pretend, they puff their chests out, they act like a badass, all to prevent you from actually attacking them. They don't want a real threat. They don't want a real problem. Okay? People will pretend to be badass, but they're actually afraid. So when you actually learn how to fight, you're dealing with that chaos that people avoid. You're dealing with the danger that people desperately try to stay away from. But by actually becoming competent and dealing with danger and handling danger, you become a threat. Okay? And you become, the thing that people fear. Okay? And that actually brings a level of peace to you. And that peace, that security, people feel it. Okay? When you enter a room, people just naturally feel safe with you. Okay, because you bring that grounded energy. So, courage, yep, that is a big, that's a big benefit. Okay, that you get, right? Confidence. You're more courageous. You're willing to take chances, and it just spills into every area of your life. Like when it comes to career opportunities, whatever it may be, whatever field you're working in, you're going to be willing to take the initiative. Okay, and because of that, naturally, you'll gain more wins, and that'll naturally lead you to promotions. Okay, willing to take chances. Okay, if you work in sales, then guess what? You're gonna be more sociable. You're gonna be more personable. So you're gonna close more deals. Okay, you're not afraid of people, right? You're gonna network more, etc., etc., etc. Okay, when it comes to dating, you're gonna have the courage to step to that pretty girl and talk to her, right? Ask for her contact and meet up with her and take her out. Now, if you have bad experiences with any of these situations with women, where the case may be, the next time you approach a pretty girl, you might not even approach her. You're too damn nervous. Okay, so, a man who's had success in seducing women and getting and attracting pretty, beautiful women, the next time he talks to another pretty woman, it's not going to be hard. Because his history is evidence that he's been successful, therefore, he can do it. He's naturally confident. But if a guy doesn't have success with attracting beautiful women, guess what? He's going to be nervous. He's going to be weirdo. He might be a creep. He's going to be all nervous in his head, etc., etc. Weird vibes. He gets shot down because in his past, he's failed to attract a beautiful woman. Okay? So it just goes, it's the same thing. It's like, when you are a person that can handle danger, can handle threats, can handle chaos, when that moment comes, you're not going to fumble. You're not going to fold. Confident. I'm in the gym dealing with killers every day. I'm dealing with dangerous men every day. So this person who's screaming at me, this person who's presenting a threat, that doesn't faze you, because if it comes down to it, you're gonna whoop ass. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, so yes, it's a massive confidence booster. Okay, gives you courage, right, to take action. Right, you're gonna be more naturally. You're naturally gonna be accomplishing more of your goals. Okay. And it's a massive thing that just spills over to many domains, many areas of your life. And another big benefit is that you get jacked, you get ripped, you get muscle. Okay, so as a fighter myself, obviously I'm in very good shape. You get in shape, you get jacked, you get competed, and as a byproduct, you get in shape, you get jacked, you get muscles. So, that's a great thing. But I would say some people are just happy with getting muscle, getting in shape. Me personally, I think instead of just looking and appearing dangerous, it's actually better to be dangerous, because a jacked, buff, big man, that is a proxy for strength. Now, yes, he might be strong in the weights, but he might be a bitch. When it comes down to in terms of actually getting to a physical fight, protecting someone, he might fold. Okay, he might not save the day. So instead of appearing dangerous, actually be fucking dangerous. Okay, don't be a fucking poser. Right, just like when it comes to money, there's people who can rent a Lambo. Okay, they can put on a nice suit and then basically play tricks and try to finesse women. But instead of pretending, actually be a rich man. Okay, be it instead of pretending it. Don't talk about it, baby. Be about it. Okay. So, yeah, getting jacked, getting ripped is a byproduct. It's a good byproduct, because obviously that's going to extend your life. You're going to be more healthier. And it's just all win-win for you. Okay. So, yeah, those are some of the benefits of learning how to fight. Beautiful thing. I think more men need to learn how to fight. I think society would be better overall, because there'd be less crime in the streets. Because if you just act up and attack a random person, you might get your ass kicked. Okay? But because people are so weak, people are so pussified, they're afraid of, oh, I don't want to be toxically masculine. Then the fuckery, people get away with all this fuckery, all this fuck shit. Right? People committing crimes, people doing mayhem, all this stuff. But if the average citizen was tougher, crime would go down. Okay? And even just when it comes to little boys, like little boys just naturally have more aggression than girls. Okay, they can't sit still. They're antsy. They got to move. They got to be playing. They got to be climbing things. They got to be pushing and shoving each other. This is just how boys are. But we're trying to turn them into little girls. Oh, sit at your desk, right? But in reality, they need to be going through, these types of activities, learning how to fight. Let these boys wrestle. Let these boys handle it. Fight it out. Okay, so yeah, it's just something that society has gone away from. Even just the average man has 17 times the amount of testosterone the average woman has. And that's even with the declining testosterone numbers. But the point is that men naturally have this aggression, right? That they need to let out. They need to, and this is the perfect way to channel it, okay? You become more disciplined, okay? You become more humble, because it takes a long time to acquire the skills of fighting, okay? Because in the beginning, you get your ass kicked. There's dangerous men that put you in your place, teach you the ropes, okay? And then naturally, you learn that, yes, there's a danger, right? You can get hurt very easily. You learn that you're vulnerable. So you have to respect. You have to, shut the fuck up and listen. And that humility grounds you, okay? And then over time, by staying the course, you obtain those skills. And then by the time you've gone through the process, you're a more grounded, stoic individual. So I think overall society would benefit massively. I think you would benefit massively from learning art fighting. Okay? So, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Share your thoughts in the comments. Happy to hear what you think. But like the video, share it, subscribe, join the brotherhood. Okay? Just like many men have learned, fighting can change your life. It can change it for the better, I think. So anyways, that's all I got, folks. Thank you so much for staying in tune. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.